There's this uh, article that came out, and they come out often. This one's in the South Business Sound or South Sound Business, and it talks about home prices. But I got a little bit of a scoop. It's a rumor, right? This is price speculation. But I'm going to read this article. It's short. And so it says South Sound home prices continue to climb. Double digit percentage gains seen in Pierce, Thurston, Mason, Lewis, Gray Harbor counties. It says the median sale price of a single family home in Pierce County last year was $420,000, up 13.5% from 2019, according to new figures from the Northwest Multiple Listing Services, or NWMLS, summarizing full year results for all 23 counties represented by that. When including condominiums, the median home price was $415,000, up 13.7%. Looking at average sale prices for single-family homes in Pierce County since 1990, because year-to-date median prices were not completed until 2003. In 2003, you can get a home here in Pierce County for $135,000. Now, 30 years later, the price is at $467,057 is what they're saying. I don't know why it's going that high compared to what they're showing, but whatever. Or a 245% increase over 30 years. Other area counties, median sale prices for homes, and then homes and condos combined, respectively, in percent change from 2019. So Thurston County, the average price for a home in Thurston County, Olympia, is $380,000. It's up 11% from the year prior. When you look at homes and condos combined, it's around 378. Not much of a difference. So homes and condos there are going to be very similar. Mason County, home prices are now $315,000, up almost 19%, 18.9%. When you add in condos with it, it's $316,500 on average. So it's even higher, and that's up 19%. Lewis County, the average price for homes there are $300,000, up 15.4%. And it's the same whether you're looking at condos and homes or just homes. Grays Harbor, you're looking at homes that are now on average $250,000. Now, these are counties, up 16.3%. When you look at homes and condos, which they're similar in price, it's $249,000, so only $1,000 difference, 18.6%. Inventory was tight throughout the NWMLS system last year, helping fuel higher prices. There were less than 0.79 months of supply of homes and condos combined in Pierce County last year, 38.9% lower than in 2019. Supply was also lower in Thurston, Lewis, Mason, and Grays Harbor counties by 44.5%, 32.6%, 45.9%, and 42.1% respectively. In all 23 of the NWMLS counties, there were 95,760 closes or sales of homes last year, with a value of more than $56 billion, both up from 2019. So let's kind of unpack all that. That's a lot of stuff. Make sure you join the Discord. It's going to be down in the description box below. And I'll tell you my little tip that I got, right? These other counties, a lot of people are not going to be interested in because they're kind of farther out, right? If anything, the one county that people are more interested in would be Thurston County, and that's down by Olympia. And again, like I said, if you're going to be working in Seattle, it's an hour, more than an hour. It's a 60-mile journey, a little over that. So it's not practical unless you're really and truly working here in Tacoma, or you don't mind the super long commute. But even there, $380,000. Now, it used to be the deal on the block was Pierce County. That's no longer the case. We've now passed, not those counties, we've always been up higher, but there's other counties here that we've actually moved past. Kitsap is another example of a county that's highly desirable, but our averages are now higher, right? And it didn't seem like that was going to be the case for a while, but it shot up there quickly. Um, no, he's sending me a message. So let's take a look at this, right? If they didn't put it in here, but I'll do it for you. Okay. She's sending me messages. So let's see what this is. They're saying that last year home prices were $420,000, up 13.5% from 2019. Now I've seen 13.8. I've seen 13.5. Whatever. Let's just use what they're saying, right? So 13.5% means that the homes starting January of 2020 were at $363,300 on average. I remember talking to people saying, dang, we're already up in the the middle threes. January of 2020, homes were at $363,000. They finished at $420,000. Okay? Well, I'm sorry, in 2019, my bad. 2019 to now. So January 2019 to January of 2020, the home prices were $420,000 from that time span. It went from 363 to 420. Now here's the thing. The condo prices, when you add in the median sale prices for condos and homes, it's only a $5,000 difference. So it's really kind of negligible. I can't even say that word. Doesn't really matter. And the reason why the condo prices are going up really high and fast too is because of not enough homes online. So people are like, what else you got? Realtors are saying, what about these condos? What about these townhouses? What about those? And so people are going for those. So now you're seeing the demand also keep up there. So in some places you have condos that are valued just as much, if not more, than houses, right? Like in Mason County. And in some places it's dead equal, right? But really and truly, there's not a huge shift. So it doesn't matter which direction you go, whether you get a condo or a house, you're going to be paying about the same, right? Here's the tip that I got. That 13.5%, what they're saying is January of next year, so January 2022, I have a source that's actually a source, and I mentioned it to the other person that I know. And I said what this person told me, that they project that the home prices here will be up 15%, if not greater, at least 15%. So from now until January of next year, they think that the prices will rise by 15%. Now that is, I don't know if that's wishful thinking or not. Is it possible? Yeah. Because if you look at Lewis County, well, look at all these counties. Mason County was up 18.9% or 19%. Lewis County was up 15.4%. Grays Harbor County up 16.3%. Is it possible? Yeah. So it went up from 2019 to 2020 to 13.5%. I mean, that's a pretty decent jump. So if it did, I said, so tell me what happens, what we're looking at. He said, so you're looking at the average price for a home in Tacoma, Pierce County, Tacoma. You're looking at the average price. In some areas are going to be different, but you're looking at, when I say some areas, I'm talking about, there may be some homes that may not go all the way up to that realm. Some will be more or what have you. But on average, he said you're looking at about a $63,000 jump in price in 1 year for a house. Remember, condos are not much of a difference. So for a condo, even if you go that route, you're looking at least $60,000 based on what he thinks. I mentioned it to another person that I know who's in the industry also, who says that's probably about right or close to it. So think about that. If that's the case, home prices here on average are getting very close to $500,000 at that point. That's $483,000 in a year, $63,000 bump. Now, There may be some people who are panicking, and there are some panic buying. There are people who Noel saw in one of the local Tacoma community pages on Facebook where someone is pleading for help because they said they've lived here for 15 years. They don't know what to do. They're looking for a home. They mentioned how much they're able to afford, which is a lot in most places, but here, not much. It's 350, I think, or 340. I can't remember. And so they don't know what to do. And this is part of what is happening. And so when I know of a person who personally said, I'll wait. I'm not worried about it. And then just the other day, it was like, I shouldn't have waited. They had the ability at the time, a year and a half ago, to get a house. And he was like, I'll wait because I'm just not ready to do it just yet. I got some things I need to clean up here. And it's like, but just do it. Just buy something. Buy something. Now it's like, even if you start to put together the money, there's just no supply. There's just no homes. There's none. I read to you, there was like 0.79 months of supply of homes. Right? So it's very, very, and that the inventory is also just exacerbating the issue. So you have all of these different these pinch points, if you will. One, the pinch point is people are able to work from home. Two, you have a flood of people that are moving into the area, right, from outside of the region. Three, another pinch point is you have a lot of folks from Seattle flooding down here because the prices up there on average are $800,000. And there's speculation of big industries that are looking at this area. So now there's that speculation. And so part of his figures are not dealing with any of that, not dealing with the rumored companies. It's just saying that just the natural course of what's going on, 15%. But if you do have a situation where you get the 20%, like what you got, almost 20% what you got in Mason County, prices could jump to $80,000 on average increase, right? So then that takes you well past the $500,000 mark on average for homes. So to be honest with you, there are a lot of folks that have contacted me and said, I really and truly want to move here. This is what I'm able to afford. This is what I want to do. I don't hear anyone talk about Seattle anymore or any of these other places. I used to refer people to Tacoma and say, if you're moving here, you may want to consider, I don't want to do that, because they looked down on Tacoma or whatever. And so they were looking at some of these other places, but it's expensive. It's very expensive. And so now they were holding out on what they were hoping up there, thinking the prices will drop or the sickness may help, and it hasn't done any of that. The prices are still climbing up there. Down here, they're shooting through the roof. And so it's becoming a problem. And there's a lot of folks, unfortunately, that are being priced out. People who aren't even from here being priced out, and people who live here are being priced out. Things happen. The lady that was on the Facebook page, I believe she was going through a divorce or something. And so that is unfortunate, because finding a home here for $350 is going to be very, very tough. It's very, very tough. And, she had mentioned that she had put bids on 5 different homes and lost out. So it's not even, here's the thing. People say, I found houses all day long for $360 or $350 or $345. You can find them, sure. But there are already 200, 300 people looking at that same exact house, going there, walking through that same exact house. So you're competing with 200 people per house. That is the difficult part. The other difficult part is cash. There's a lot of people from California that have moved up here with cash. And other places, hard cash. And that can easily pay, 400, or Hawaii. You got a lot of those people can come and just literally for $400,000, here's cash. You know, if you're selling this house for $420,000, I'll give you $415 in cash. The person will probably take it. I'll take it because I don't have to deal with all the other stuff. I get cash right in my account. Yeah, I'll take it. You're seeing a lot of that. You're seeing some homes that are cash only because sellers have that ability. Any sort of, like on the little thing, because this realtor said it. I know another guy that, where I work at, he's a realtor. He mentioned it. And then this other person. So there's 3 people who are in the real estate industry who said that basically home inspections are a waste of time. No seller is going to do a home inspection, and no seller is going to fix anything. They don't have to, because someone else who can't afford $800,000 but can easily afford $400,000 would be like, not a problem. I'll handle that issue for you. Oh, there's a little bit of a crack in the foundation? Not a big deal. I'll fix that. There's a lot of people that are like, not a big deal. I just need something to move into, and we'll fix those issues as we can. The problem is there's been a lot of people who've been very, very picky. You can be very, very picky in other places. Here, not so much. There were people who were like, I don't want to live in Tacoma. It's just not my place. I'd rather be up in Seattle. And waiting, living in apartments, waiting. And then when they're like, well, I should have listened. Let me go down to Tacoma. Now they're trying to find something, and they run into the problem of just a herd of people who are doing the exact same thing, who have a lot more flexibility. You see what I'm saying? Some of these folks have kind of, pissed away all their money on expensive leases up in Seattle, and then they don't have the buying power that they could have had. And also a year's worth of difference has really changed things. So, if this holds up, if this holds true, which it could, a $63,000 rise. We'll see next year in January or February, depending upon when reports get released. We'll see if this prediction is true. Is it true that this is going to rise by 15%? If it does, that would put Pierce County right at $483 or so thousand on average for a home. We'll see what happens. Make sure you join the Discord. It's going to be down in the description box below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.